Welcome back to another episode of the Ratchet Ramblings podcast brought to you by the CSPN. I am your host, Jeremy, and with me is.
It is me, Candace, aka Reclaiming My Wig, aka Intense Desire, aka We Have to Protect Maxine Walters at all costs.
Yes, and I am Jeremy, aka Black Dante, aka Confucius, aka Issa Durag, aka Kurt Frost Must Die, aka Fuck Van, aka My Freedom Papers Are in the Mail. Um, you can find us however you can find us on our podcast network website at cspn.us and click that podcast tab and click Ratchet Rambling. And you can also find us however you listen to your podcast through your podcast listening device. You can just search Ratchet Ramblings and we will show up. You share the show, like the show, give us 5 stars, give us feedback, follow our show Twitter at Ratchet Rambling on Twitter, and use the hashtag Ratchet Ramblings Pod when discussing the show because we had to put the pod in there because it's a hotep ass nigga that uses the hashtag Ratchet Ramblings, and we don't want somebody that thinks that Umar Johnson can renew his PhD. Uh, also thank you all for listening to the very first episode. We greatly appreciate it. Thank you to everyone who tweeted the show page, and who interacted with us when me and Candace took turns live tweeting Love and Hip Hop and Black Ink Crew Chicago. And that's what we gonna talk about today, because basketball wise is pretty dry. It didn't really give us much to talk about. It's pretty dry, pretty barren.
Pretty dry, like a lot of that old ass vaginas. That shit is menopausal dry. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, do you suffer from vaginal dryness dry? Like, are we okay?
No, no, we are not okay.
And I swear to God, they've been getting to one fight scene all season. Like, listen, Shawnee, if you ever happen to hear this, either bring the drama or bring some positive, uplifting ass shit. Stop straddling the fence with it, okay? Either you
Right.
gonna let Evelyn beat Jackie Christie ass, or you gonna let them make up. Like, stop all this. 1 minute they cool, then they fight, and then they cool, then they just girl.
That's what we got Love and Hip Hop for.
God damn. Like, bring the heat. Like, you literally coming on after the most dramatic show on VH1, and you just pussyfooting. Like, going on with that shit.
Right. It's such a letdown because it's like it comes on right after Love and Hip Hop, and it's like
Right after.
you go from such a high it's like you go it's like
It's
you
like
go
you go from like the hierarchy of ratchet. You go from like the crystal methyl ratchet down to some goddamn uh some regular ass weed a ratchet. Like, that's how I feel about basketball
it's
vibes.
it's
And
like it's like Love and Hip Hop come on first, and you go from like the Snoop Dogg of weed to the Shad Mouse.
yeah, pretty much, like, and if that's the case, cool. But get that shit off Mondays. Put that on Wednesdays, move Black Ink back to Mondays, and let's fucking work.
Right. Or put it on Tuesday, because don't nobody watch that shit on Tuesday.
Like, nobody gives a fuck about VH1 on Tuesdays.
Now,
So
one soul.
not a no. I don't even think VH1 give a fuck about VH1 on Tuesday
All right.
at at 8 o'clock at night during primetime TV on a Tuesday. VH1 is showing Fresh Prince of Bel Air. That's that's how little
Right.
VH1 gives a fuck about Tuesday. So move that shit off Mondays if you're not gonna bring the drama for real.
Exactly. But yeah, we got Love and Hip Hop to discuss. So Candace, you actually showed me something today that I think we'll get out the way first.
You want me to talk about it? You want me to?
Nigga, nigga, you brought it up, shit.
So, like I said, I am a connoisseur of everything Ratchet TV. Like, if it has happened on any type of love and hip hop, I've found out about it. So one day this week, an article from the Jasmine brand, because she posts a lot of stuff regarding love and hip hop and Ratchet TV. So the Jasmine brand posts an article, and it says that Tierra Marie admitted on one of those behind the scenes type episodes of Love and Hip Hop that her ass implants were in fact leaking during the taping of the show. And she said, I mean, yeah, my ass might have been leaking, but it wasn't no silicone shit. It was just fat leaking. My ass still looked good. You could take that to the bank or some shit like that. Girl,
I'm trying to
girl,
figure out when the fuck does fat leak?
girl.
Nigga, if your fat leaking, nigga, you gonna die. Like, what you doing?
Nigga, if your fat can leak, I need to be punctured immediately because I'm trying to get down to I'm trying to have a video vixen body, so I don't mind leaking some fat if this is the way that the human body is working these days. Like, girl, your
Nigga,
fat wasn't leaking. That was plasma or blood all on the goddamn couches and shit. That is goddamn disgusting. yo, yo, we like the world, like we have evolved so ratchetly that remember back in the day, people used to leave Jerry curl juice on headrests. People
yeah,
are having ass implant juice on couches and chairs.
nigga, nigga, imagine, cause you know, like back in the day, like when Big Mama had that plastic on her sofa. Imagine that shit. Imagine her leaking on some goddamn plastic.
That is disgusting. And what made it even more hilariously disgusting is that the article says that on the show it was revealed that she's not the only cast member whose uh, ass implants were leaking and leaving stains on the furniture.
Well, I can tell you one damn thing. I know the first person that came to mind is fucking Hazel Lee. I'll tell you that much.
Nasally, I know that goddamn nose was leaking. God damn, how you have rhinoplasty and your nose still ugly? Like, what did you spend the money on? Like,
Shit, shit.
that bitch can sniff the cocoa. She can sniff the cocaine off a coca plant.
Like nigga,
Like,
she got that surgery, and how you get plastic surgery
and you ugly,
and you still ugly? Like
uglier.
she looked like she like she looked like remember on Game of Thrones when Arya would keep the damn faces of the people she killed.
You a terrible person.
Like what?
Hazel Lee looked like Gonzo. Why,
All right,
why could like come on, like where's Nanny, bitch? Like,
all right.
like where's Animal? Go sit your Muppet face ass down somewhere. We gonna get to that later though. But yeah, so I found that to be really like disgusting,
Hilarious.
hilarious at once. Like it, I don't know. I don't have any advice. I'm all about some good plastic surgery. I'm all for it. I'm all about
Yeah,
having the body you want and how you want. But good plastic surgeons are not having you out here leaking whatever it is that they put injected in there or whatever. It
right.
should not be leaking.
I
So
we just want to reiterate: we are pro plastic surgery.
yeah,
We are
I'm
pro
pro. Yeah,
surgery.
I'm pro
We are
bad bitch
we are
fine
we
nigga.
we are anti leaking.
We are anti botched plastic surgery.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
That we are pro surgery, anti leakage, and leaking fat. That is we are anti weight. We are anti fucking up people furniture. That's what we are.
Exactly. We are anti stain couches.
Yes, we
Yes.
are. Yes, we have a ban against stains around this podcast.
And
Uh,
the other part, the other thing, so
Speaking
Safari
of
got me
leaking,
blocked on my Intense Desire account, which I don't understand why, because I'm a huge Safari fan. Like I think he is hilarious. I even back to when Meek and Drake was beefing, like one of my most viral tweets was like, if Drake brings Safari out, I take my weave out and eat it or whatever. Some like I always
The
been
hell is
pro
wrong with you?
Safari, but some form of fashion I got blocked. But anyways, a tweet of his like sauntered down my timeline of him saying that he's ready to have kids and Nicki Minaj should have his kids and damn life is fucked up. Boy, hey,
Speak of
boy,
speak.
nigga, if you don't get your hey stranger face ass out of here some goddamn where, leave
Oh
that
goddamn. Oh goddamn. Hey, big head ass.
oh, that's your little boyfriend face ass.
Oh goddamn. I see you on Instagram with your little friends. Face ass.
Oh, goddamn, damn, you still looking good, face ass. Like,
Oh goddamn. Hey, can I just come over and talk face ass?
oh, I left a pair of my socks over there. Can I come through and get them, face ass?
Oh, my Best Buy T-shirt still in the closet. Face ass.
Oh, I let my magazine still coming in mail over there, face ass. Like, sit up, nigga.
That nigga speaking of that nigga was leaking the tears of Carl Thomas on the goddamn timeline.
Yeah, speaking of leaking,
Right.
leaking from his eyes.
Right. Look at him. He can't stop crying.
Like you had to go back into the dating world and you realize that it's a lot worse out here than your ex.
Right. Like
That's
that nigga is on like that nigga is on shit. That nigga is on like track 9 of like a genuine CD.
yeah, because and would like it wouldn't be so I wouldn't be clowning him if perhaps maybe Nikki uh did him dirty or something. But their breakup is surrounded by his infidelity and Meek Mill telling Nikki about his infidelity because at one point in time Meek and Safari were cool and all this kind of shit, and he pillow talked to Nikki that Safari had cheated on her multiple times. So, boy, go eat the fur coats.
Uh, I will say this: one of the most Safari. We'll get into it, but Safari corny as hell. But he is entertaining. He for some reason he makes corny work. But I will never forget one of the most hilarious things I've ever fucking heard is when Safari said that Meek Mill could never match his dick print. That was one of the most oddest yet hilarious ass lines I have ever fucking heard in my life. I will never forget that nigga said that shit.
Yeah, like it's crazy because like on Twitter, people be like chicks be talking about how attractive he is, and like he's not ugly to me. He just don't do it for me. Like you say, he's like cool in a corny way. Like that's how I see him. But yeah, he wanted to have a dick off with Meek Mill.
Dick off.
Nigga wanted to have a dick off with Meek Mill.
What the hell is wrong with you?
I'm just, you know.
Dick off. All right, I think that's a sign we need to move on. Cause speaking of one of the people that we're gonna roast later on the show is trying to have a dick off and he don't have the range, but that's another topic for we'll get into that later when we review that show. So nigga. Love and hip hop Hollywood. Mona hit us in the face yet again with
With
drama.
with the drama. With the drama.
Right in the
Woo!
fucking
You
face.
gotta give it a Ric Flair woo. The way she be bringing the drama out.
Like Mona Scott Young really might be one of the best storytellers of our generation.
She really might give us some of the most poetic ratchet TV we ever want to see.
Ratchet Piece Theater.
She like the Shakespeare of ratchetness.
Yes, she is like the Hemingway of bad wigs.
That's enough.
That's too far. Okay, cool. All right. But okay, so let's. I guess we could do it by individual storylines and shit. So somebody that I didn't know was still with us. Um, Whatever target that Mona got Brooke Valentine out of. Um,
She got her out of a deals for less.
oh, that's enough. That's enough.
Dead
That's
ass. Hey, where the fuck did Brooke Valentine come from?
like I dead ass did not like, cause I know like we make that joke like is so and so still with us, and you know it's funny, but I dead ass legit did not know that Brooke Valentine was still with us. Like like when you say one hit wonder, and her hit wasn't really a hit, if you know what I mean. Like, but talk about one hit wonders. I'm like, what tripped me out was is that Brooke said I took vacation from my music to focus on other things. No, Brooke, you didn't take vacation. Your career didn't go no goddamn well. You have to your career has to go places in order for you to take vacation, Brooke.
In order to take a vacation from a job, you gotta have a job.
Exactly. Like no one, you didn't go on vacation from music. Your music did not go anywhere. And you went back to being manager at Ross. That's what you did, Brooke Valentine.
So what's even worse is we get introduced to Brooke. Brooke is head over heels in love with a nigga that looked like Juvenile with a Boosie fade.
He looked like he looked like if a Beetle had like one of the starting haircuts you have on like NBA Street.
He looked like his breath smelled like pillow slob.
He, what the fuck is?
Hey,
What the fuck? What the fuck did? How the fuck did you think of that?
I don't know. I'm a
Pillow slap? What the fuck is?
amazingly terrible person. But
And you talk about me.
hey,
Well, you know what? You know what? In fairness, I did say if someone sucked Mimi's titties, they would get lead poisoning.
you definitely did. So
So,
that's that.
yeah,
So
fair.
we introduced to ain't the nigga named Mike or
I think it's
Marlon or
something to that effect.
nigga. The nigga
What?
real name is married because the nigga married.
I was right. I was finna say it don't really matter. The niggas is
The
married.
nickname Matrimony. That's what we calling the nigga the whole season. We get introduced. This nigga telling Brooke they about to spend their life together. They about to do ABCD. Brooke go on a lunch date with the nigga mama. His own mama says, "Oh, he's not ready to settle down with you because he ain't even divorced yet." Huh, what the fuck?
Right. Like how your own mama tell which is essentially your mistress, even though she don't know it. How your own mama tell you, oh, you need to do your Google, sis, because this nigga married. Like, what? His own mama snitched on him. I mean, but in fairness, I mean, it's like, come on, dude.
Like my theory about some stuff like that is women just don't want to know because, like you said, that shit public information. Your marriage license is public information. Your divorce decree is public information. If you know the person's first and last name and who they was married to, or you can find it in the state where they was married or divorced. So if she really wanted to know if that man was divorced, she could have found out for her damn self. She didn't want to. She didn't want to the reality that she's just a mistress.
Yeah.
You gotta call it what it is.
Yeah, and we have another season of season of Wifey Blue. Shout out to Jasmine.
Yeah, so it's obvious that Mona is turning love and hip hop into Mistresses Anonymous.
Right. This is like she's turning it into like an AARP of like mistress. She's turning it into into some kind of support group for mistresses. Because I would say this though, at least this mistress ain't ugly like Tresha and Mariah.
Hey, Mariah still look like Baby Bop
She
in a Pretty Woman prostitute wig.
and she still got Stephen A. Smith's hairline.
I know Mariah looked like she smelled like a tampon. So
Like
I don't.
she looked like she looked like her pussy smelled like a sponge.
Hey,
Too far?
one that you been washing dishes with.
Right. One that's she look like one that got that damn shit that damn rust on it. You know where you got to get the scrubbing pad. She look like her pussy smell like one of those.
Oh, like a Brillo pad.
Yeah, yeah, like her pussy smell like a Brillo pad.
Her pussy smell like a scouring pad.
Right. All
That's
right.
amazing. Wow. Hey.
Like it smell. It's like Mariah pussy smell like the underside of a tongue.
Huh, okay.
Too
Hey,
far? Too far? Okay.
it's time to
Uh,
wrap it up because you wildin'.
hey, hey. Okay. But yeah, so Brooke Maritime Maritime Brooke Maritime
hey, hey, she wished. She
right.
wished.
So Brooke Valentine is head over heels with a
In
married
love with a married man
uh,
who
and
who
like
just who's just now getting a paralegal to start working on this goddamn divorce.
right, just
Hey, hey, ladies, hey, y'all have to realize that married men will sell you any type of dream to get some
Kurt
pussy
Frost.
that ain't they wives. Like,
Kurt Frost.
exactly. A married man will tell you anything to get some new pussy out you. Man, please. If you don't want to be with somebody bad enough, kids, no kids, married, living together, you will fucking leave. Your happiness will not be worth it. Niggas, married men love telling their mistresses sob stories. My wife don't do this and she just don't understand me and I just don't do this and we not fucking. Well, maybe y'all was fucking if you would wash the dishes sometimes. She's tired. She got
Right.
to come in, she got to clean up after you and the badass kids. Then she got to take care of herself. I wouldn't suck your dick either if I had to do every goddamn thing.
Yeah. A married nigga good for selling a woman
A pipe dream.
yeah, well, yes. So basically, like, it'll be like a married nigga trying to sell you like Common's old music.
Hey,
Too far? Too far?
hey.
Okay. All right. So yeah. So I think that's all for now for Brooke Valentine. Then we get to someone who she by the preview she gonna be fighting. So Keisha Cole and Booby. Uh, listen before we even get into it. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Now, Tierra Marie is my problematic favorite. With Masika being a close second, but let me tell you something. Keisha Cole look finer than frog hair. You hear me?
Keisha Cole got some amazing titties.
Listen, amazing. It's like I'm pretty sure her cleavage smells like fresh honey roasted I'm pretty sure it smelled like the finest of butters and like fresh spring rolls.
But
That
she
is
know, hey, Keisha Cole always been attractive though. That's never been a
always. She always been a fine
Keisha
ass hood
Cole.
rat.
Keisha Cole know how to she know how to make a bop too. Like,
Yes. Like we
so
said last week, she got 2 platinum albums.
yeah, and the single that we heard on the premiere Love and Hip Hop, that shit kind of fire. I had tweeted that I'm low key looking forward to her new album.
Yeah, because it's gonna be like Mary J. Blige, but for hood rats.
But let me tell you something. Hey, Keisha, if I can ever get you to listen to this, hey, you're a better woman than I'll ever, 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 ever be when it comes to Daniel Booby Gibson. The fact that y'all are not together and that man is pretty much living under your damn roof. And the reason he even made it onto Love and Hip Hop is because of you to even get a check. And that man has cheated on you repeatedly, lied to you repeatedly, girl. And the fact that you ain't turned your back on him, listen. I would snap my spine in half turning my back so fast on the nigga who treat me like that. I end up in a wheelchair. I'd be turning my back so goddamn fast.
That nigga, look, first of all, I didn't even know that Booby was still alive. I didn't know Booby was still with us. Second of all, because I didn't know he was still with us, I didn't even know that him and Keisha separated. And I also didn't know that that nigga was cheating on her multiple times. Like, nigga, you listen, let me tell you something. It is, I want anybody listening to my voice. It is never okay and it is not right that he cheated on her or anybody cheat. It is not right. But nigga, it is fucking you literally have no career, no nothing without Keisha, and you dare cheat on her? Let me remind you and reiterate, Booby only averaged like 3-4 minutes a game his whole fucking career. He was a professional bench warmer, and not even a good professional bench warmer. Like the all damn audacity of a scrub to look up and have a woman like Keisha, and you dare cheat on her.
I'm gonna
Boy,
be honest.
what?
I want this to serve as a statement to Kyrie Irving. He went Booby went from going to the finals with the Cleveland Cavs to being Mary Poppins
All
uh,
right.
to his wife. Like he literally went from NBA basketball player making millions of dollars to being a house cat.
Listen, listen, Kyrie gonna fuck around. Well, Kyrie kind of touched anyway because he already think the Earth flat. So,
Telling you.
man,
But
look,
yeah, Booby Gibson, and I got that joke from my husband. He said Booby went from playing in the NBA to being a house cat.
man. one,
Man,
one day you got to convince Mike to get on the podcast one day.
I am absolutely going to convince him to get on the podcast one day because he is very, very funny. But yeah, so when you treat people like shit, that's what happens. Because
Yep.
now he's at his wife's mercy, and
And
like I
I
said,
just, I just, I
I
just,
snap, I snap every vertebrae in my back, turning my back on a nigga like that.
I want to know what makes him think that we want to hear him rapping. Like, nigga, you wasn't even a good enough basketball player. What the fuck make you think we want to hear you rap?
Yeah, that is very wild to me. I
That
mean,
nigga,
not to be funny, but what make you think we want to even see your face without Keisha Cole?
I mean, honestly, like, I
Like
mean,
his scenes without her were very uninteresting. Nigga was just talking about how he a dog.
and pretty much, like, nigga, like we know, like, we know you're a dog. So, like, what you like? I don't understand. Like, I don't understand what's going on here. So, but yeah, that's setting up. I think that storyline setting up pretty nice because, like I said, the way it's probably is setting up is like Booby gonna no Brooke gonna leave her married nigga and get in it with Booby and they gonna fight and it's gonna be a girl fight. So that's setting up pretty nicely. So listen, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something right now. The other person that is putting up in my power rankings for how fine they is, listen, let me tell you something. I don't give one flying fuck if Masika got work done or not. Nigga, when I tell you Masika is thick as a goddamn brisket, let me tell you something. Look,
And
listen,
you shit, nigga said thick as a goddamn brisket.
hey, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Masika, look, nigga, you see in her confessionals, nigga. Like I said, I don't care if she got work done or not. I don't care if she naturally snapped back after the baby. I don't give one flying fuck. That woman fine as fuck to me.
Yeah, she looked good this season.
Yes, she does. Yes, she does. I know she's a little subconscious about what her surgery she got done. I think her nose. But listen, Masika, if you ever listen to this, let me tell you something, girl. Listen to me. You are thick as trying to get through traffic in New York City. Okay, okay. I love you. God damn it, you
She is
fine as hell.
attractive, but she pussy though.
Yeah, yeah,
She pussy. She talk too much to never show up to make good on all that shit she be talking. Masika, Masika, you gotta stop writing checks that you know them injected lips in that ass cannot cash. You a pretty girl, be pretty. You ain't no fighter. It's proven. Hazel Lee then got you 2 or 3 times over, and it looked like you gonna get got again this season. Stop all that thumb thugging that you do on social media, cause now Fetty Wap ex girlfriend want to put them paws on you. Hey,
yeah.
y'all really fighting over a nigga with one eye?
No, speaking of fighting over some worthless niggas. Okay, listen to me. I know Tara Marie batshit crazy. She my problematic phase. I know she batshit crazy, but let me tell you something. Hazel, I mean Masika, she ain't about that life. I will give you that. You will have no argument from me there. But Hazel E crazy ass is she flip flop more than Mimi's lesbian relationships. Because how the fuck you just last season when you went wherever you went, got your nose broke, Tiara was there for you, helped you, gave you a roof over your head. All of this was just last season.
Her nose so big, she probably could have lived in her nostrils.
God damn it, Candace. All of this was last season. Tiara was there for you. How the fuck you flip flopping on Tiara this season over fucking Young Berg from season 1 who didn't claim you? How? How? How you alleged? How you gonna flop on Tierra Marie and have beef with her again after y'all squashed it? And like I said, Tierra was there for you in your time of need. How you gonna flip on her after a nigga who didn't even claim you said him and Tierra allegedly messed around? It, in the words of our friend XD, beautiful individual that creates haters. But bitch, are you okay? What? 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 And what? How, what?
She
How, Hazel?
not
How?
okay.
How?
Not okay because that season, Pierre Marie turned Young Berg down, and
Yeah.
he said so on the reunion.
So the fuck are you mad at Tiara for? Like, what? All right. Just whatever, Hazel. Also, Hazel is. I I don't know if this is Mona doing. But first of all, the way Hazel came in on that goddamn helicopter, that shit was extra as all hell. That shit was so fucking extra. But second of all, and maybe I'm wrong about this. It's only been the first episode, but I think Mona or either it's Mona's doing or shit, maybe it's Hazel her own self doing it. But I think Hazel is gonna be the Jocelyn of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, where she get in a fight with everybody and burn bridges with everybody over the most asinine shit.
Yeah, she already talking about she the queen of Cali, and like nobody knows who she is.
Right. Right. So she's trying to be the Jocelyn of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood this season. But she's like she trying to be Jocelyn, but she don't have Jocelyn personality, so it don't work. It's like she's like the oldest Jocelyn. So like the store brand Jocelyn of
And
Love Hip
ugly.
Hollywood.
Let's keep that also. I mean, sometimes Jocelyn look a little masculine in the face, but Hazel is ugly.
Yeah,
Hazel look like a garden gnome.
she got it. She looked like one of the gargoyles in Batman's Lair from the animated series.
Hazel look like she eat her boogers, so that's all I'm gonna say about that.
Okay, I think we can move on. But so speaking of Masika not being about that life, so Masika, 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 that other girl, and fucking she's so insignificant I can't remember her name. So Masika, the other girl, and fucking zesty ass Zell go to the goddamn event and have on fucking headphones.
So
That was the
hey,
funniest shit.
first of all, Zell is I they briefly like touched on it, but Zell is Tierra Marie's cousin, according to him.
I didn't even
That's
catch
where he
that.
comes in at. Him and Tierra Marie are close.
Mm.
Zell made a statement that let me know he was really about that life. That man said, sometimes if I see a hot dog, I eat it, but sometimes I like tacos too.
Listen. You can listen. A nigga that dressed like Cameron ain't got shit to lose.
With the nipple out though. He
With
had the nipples out.
he had to take the top off the titties out. He did, but no, Zell is going. I can already tell Zell is gonna be like the male Carly Red of this of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. Cause like you can already tell he gonna be a messy bitch that live for drama. But that nigga, what he told Hazel or whoever the other girl he threw the drink on. He was like, I don't do magazines, but I read a bitch or some shit. He said,
Yeah.
"You zesty ass nigga."
When he said they smelled like plastic, I lost my mind. He said it smelled like plastic surgery. I
A
was
nigga,
like, Lord.
look, a nigga that looked like the zesty cousin of Julio Jones reading you for filth. Like, okay, I was like, okay, Mona, yeah, all right, here we go, okay. nigga, 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 Zell look and dress like that one uncle that's a Kappa but don't want you to know he a Kappa. Candace, you still with us? I think we lost Candace, y'all. Yep, I think we lost Candace.
Damn.
Okay, we got her back.
Yeah,
So,
my bad. But yeah,
classic, edit that part out.
Zell looked like, I don't know. He's very forthcoming. I'm interested in this storyline because they also bring in another a gay guy this season who, and they's gonna be fighting and throwing plates at spring rolls and shit. My body is so ready.
Yeah,
Like the food
yeah,
lover in me and the ratchet in me, seeing niggas throw plates of food. Oh, I cannot goddamn wait.
yeah. And then I'll tell you this much. I'll tell you this much. Whether I'll tell you this much, just because Zell is bi or whatever his sexuality, because sexuality is fluid.
Yeah.
I tell you one goddamn thing, he bought that life because in one trailer you see he rushed that other nigga and he rushed that nigga like
Oh
he got
no,
like
this the part that was hilarious. He was like the other guy was like, you're an animal. And Zell was like, what kind of animal am I? He was like, a Tasmanian devil. And Zell was like, well, since you put it like that and rushed the nigga, I was like, hey, man.
Nigga, he rushed that nigga like goddamn Von Miller. I damn near fell off this bed.
Hey, I was on the floor.
I'm ready for that shit. I'm so you know Zay might be messy, but he bought that life. He rushed that nigga like goddamn the white friend in his prime. I was nigga. I let out a hardy ass holler.
Yeah.
So speaking of being on the LGBT Q spectrum, so and speaking of sexuality being fluid, so Moniece is dating AD, who is a lesbian woman, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't even know much about AD character, but I'm gonna tell you right goddamn now, she automatically deserves better than dealing with Moniece crazy ass, because Moniece is crazy as putting on two left shoes.
Yeah, so Moniece is dating Justin Bieber.
All right.
And actually, like you said, I actually agree. Like, I've never seen very much good of Moniece. So I'm kind of with you. Like this the uh the individual she's dating. Because I'm saying individual because I don't recall if AD refers to herself as he or she, so I don't wanna do that. But
True.
AD deserves much better than Moniece. And I
Yeah.
feel like she gonna end up. Well, Moniece wreck every relationship she has, so I
I
don't
was
see this
about to
like
say. So I feel
she
like
screw up every relationship. So I feel like it's coming.
yeah, I feel like Monique's gonna be end up playing with their heart, and they don't deserve that. Like she Monique dated fucking Rich Dollars for crying out loud. Rich fucking Dollars. Like
Yeah,
nobody deserves anybody that dated Rich fucking Dollars. No,
nobody.
no. Um. So let's see. I can't. Um. Did Nikki Baby have anything in this episode?
Nah, she just still talking about how much money she got while looking like a bowl of Tupperware.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Like like I said, I'm all about good plastic surgery, but when you start to become unidentifiable and you start looking like storage containers, like you on the wrong path with it.
Yeah, you leading astray at that point. Uh,
Nikki Baby is very uninteresting to me. Like
yes.
last year, she identified herself as bisexual, and her storyline was still supremely fucking boring. Like she didn't even look like good kissing another woman. Like she's a snooze fest all around. So
Yeah, that's the other thing. Like she's dating a woman, and it's like this, but it's like who? Cause it's not it's like who like her whole thing is like that thing with her and Safari wanting the fucking threesome and shit, and like it was like I want it, and like first of all, Safari, why the fuck you listening to Ray J about anything? Like what the fuck you doing? Um, but like Nikki, anything dealing with Nikki Baby is just she's so like you said she's so boring. It's like why? Like
yeah, she dry. Her whole personality dry.
yeah, her personality dry, her wigs be dry, like her fights be dry. It's just she's just a Sahara desert of mediocrity.
Pretty much. Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's everything. I can't think of anything else off the top of my head. If we think of something else, we'll get to it. So, Black Ink Crew Chicago. Woo!
Hey,
Woo!
I just want. Hey, Van, you slug neck ass. Don't know what ETA mean. Can't nod your head up and down. No neck having ass nigga. Hey, fuck Van.
Fuck, we here at the Ratchet Ramblings podcast would just like to say fuck Van. Cause that nigga, if you ever wanted to know, if you have been on social media and quote unquote black Twitter for any length of time, you have often seen the term referred to as Twitter niggas. If you ever wanted to know what the fuck a Twitter nigga is, look at Van from Black Ink Crew Chicago. He is a prototypical Twitter nigga.
Yeah, Van is fucking terrible.
He is absolutely trash. Old Benzino built ass, goddamn bag of laundry built ass. Um goddamn goddamn stack of plates built ass. Oh, I can't turn. Oh, I can't shoulder lean, and I can't even dance. No faced ass. Oh, goddamn Pillsbury Doughboy faced ass. Over emotional faced ass. Oh, goddamn Tyrese brain having ass. What does Pit Mars mean faced ass? Fuck Van. Fuck Van. Fuck that nigga. He is fucking trash.
A Van built like a shiitake mushroom.
Uh,
So, listen. So, I want to. Hey, come on, you don't act like he not built like a dried up chicken cutlet.
that nigga built like a goddamn deep fryer.
So, I'm gonna before we go on to the other parts, because a lot of the shit was funny, but this part was serious to me. If people don't see your vision, you have to let them go.
Mm-hmm.
Period, point blank. If you have a vision for yourself, a vision for your family, and you trying to achieve that vision, and the people that's surrounding you don't share that vision, don't want to help you achieve that vision, don't want to achieve anything in addition to your vision, they have got to fucking go.
Yep.
Van is dead weight.
Literally and figuratively.
Yes, fat bitch. Van is dead weight. And I mean that, like, shout out to Ryan. I plugged the show to Ryan. I'm gonna keep plugging it to him when we live tweet Black Ink.
Shout out to fucking Van. Shout out. Listen. Judge me. I don't care. Listen. Ryan is goddamn militant light skinned zaddy. Okay, he is goddamn. He is taking glow up and boss up to a whole new level, and I am gonna goddamn stand for Ryan. Goddamn Ryan. Hey, dog. Hey. This is Jeremy. Hey,
If we can, we got to get you on the podcast, Ryan, because we
yeah,
got some questions,
yeah.
and
We gonna interview you, Van.
I've been watching since the first season, so I'll catch you up real quick, Jeremy. Last season, while Van was in jail, there was an episode where Ryan is like, um, booth rent hasn't been being paid. Like, people hadn't paid booth rent for a year. Charmaine's supposed to be the shop manager. She's not collecting booth rent. She's not collecting booth rent and paying shop bills and keeping the shop book budget and doing the bookkeeping. That's what the shop manager should be doing. So fast forward to this new season with this whole we made Black Ink, we made Nine Mag, we did this, we did that for Nine Mag. How? Y'all not even paying y'all goddamn booth rent. Y'all not even upholding y'all end of the bargain. This man been letting y'all tattoo in Nine Mag for goddamn free and treat it like a goddamn hangout spot.
Right. All that family shit and keep it in the family, but y'all ain't acting like a fucking family.
But y'all not paying y'all not holding up y'all end of the bargain. Y'all not carrying y'all own fucking weight. Like, I don't like people that want to ride on your back when you grinding. And we said this last week. You get an opportunity to be on a reality TV show that is doing well, that's doing multiple seasons, that's being renewed, you keeping your job, you keeping your check. It becomes your responsibility to create opportunities from the big opportunity. There are
Exactly.
opportunities. Everybody, a lot of the cast is fucking doing something. Kat went and opened her own shop. Charmaine is a radio personality. The nigga Ford is rapping. Goddamn, Don is arguing with Ashley. But
You couldn't even come up with a lie. you, you,
hey,
it's like you, hey, it's
hey,
like you,
I wanted to, but then I was like, nah, fuck it. But then
hey,
even if you look at Black Ink New York, you look at, I mean, even though Puma is not on the shop no on the show no more, he went and opened his own shop. The chick, uh the gay one that left the shop with Puma, I can't think of her name. Sassy. Sassy is even, doing her own thing. The dude Walt, he went out and started a photography business, and Scott flipped it into hosting and shit with Dr. Miami, and Duchess, of course, didn't get that Carmex endorsement, but she opened up Pretty in Ink. The door, the reality TV door, is only the first one that could open for you. You could open up plenty other doors for yourself once you get that notoriety. Van big ass, Ryan can't strap your big ass to his back. How you supposed to fuck that pretty ass girlfriend of his if his back hurt because he carrying your dead weight, no neck having ass?
shit,
Like, are you fucking kidding me?
first of all, if Ryan tried to do that, he would fucking die. That's number that
Furthermore, yeah, that's the first thing. Ryan would become a quadriplegic or
right.
whatever. But the other part is, how the fuck do you have all this time to fuss and fight with goddamn Ryan over a shop that your name not on, and your goddamn daughter getting a D in biology?
Right. If you and first of all, if Van fat ass wasn't
Yep.
so much of a goddamn jailbird all the time, maybe he could help his daughter with her goddamn homework and studies in biology. Van, you fat ass fucking deadbeat ass fucking father. Fuck Van.
First of all, ain't no way in hell your daughter should be getting a D in biology when you built like an amoeba. Fuck you. Like,
What
that
the
shit.
hell is wrong with you?
Hey, that shit really bothers me because I understand I'm not a business owner. Make no never mind about it.
Hey,
But I
hey, hey, wait. Time, that nigga built like glucose. That nigga
yeah, that nigga is built like some type of biological reaction.
that nigga
That
that,
nigga is built like osmosis.
that,
What's going on?
that nigga he built, he he built like he built like a single cell organism.
Exactly. I understand, like,
He,
Ryan realized that he hadn't established boundaries. I think he realized it more so after seeing last season and all the disrespect that people was bringing in and out the shop. He realized that he needed to establish some boundaries
yep.
because he was not going to be able to run a successful business as long as everybody think they could come and go and do as they please. Kat went and opened up her own goddamn shop and art studio upstairs and got mad when Ryan told her, if that's what you're gonna do, get your stuff out the booth, go upstairs and run your own shop. Let me get somebody in here who want to work and pay some booth rent. She was furious. Van big ass was in jail most of last season. Get out, think he running the shop. You don't run shit. Like Ryan said, your name not on the lease. My nigga Ryan changed the locks on them doors, and Van broke in the shop with his big musty ass.
Nigga, this nigga want to go back to jail so fucking bad. I want Ryan again. For hey Ryan, hey, it's hey dog, hey, like if you ever in Atlanta, like yeah, if I got it, like I'll buy you a drink or something, dog. Like it's on me. Like if you listening to this shit, like you do you, man. You hey dog, hey, all up, dog. It's bromance going on here. But listen, Ryan changed the locks on them goddamn doors, and Van fantastic built ass broke into the goddamn shop. I hope Ryan press charges on his ass. I really fucking do. Call it petty or what. I hope he press charges, cause fuck man. Like you fucking dumbass. You fucking dumbass. It is not your shop. It is not your he speaking of because he the most stupid, but he ain't the only one that got issue with it. It ain't Van shop, it ain't fucking Charmaine shop, it ain't fucking Danielle shop with her stupid ass. It ain't none of y'all shop. Ryan name on the motherfucking bill, nigga. Like the fuck. He taking over the shop. His own shop? What?
Right. They was like, "Hi, Ryan just trying to take over the shop and control everything." A duh, bitch. That's what business owners do.
Your shop.
Are you okay, Charmaine? No, the fuck you are not okay.
No, the fuck you.
Because Charmaine has a gig as a radio personality. This bitch has a guest in the studio. Her boyfriend comes in for a romantic lunch date, and she start tonguing her boyfriend down in front of the guest and get caught by the radio manager. Bitch, hey,
Right.
are you
Like,
retarded?
nigga.
Yes, you are. Are you
Yes,
okay,
the fuck.
Charmaine? No, you're not.
She is not. Yes, the fuck she is retarded. She is not okay. Her brain cells are shrinking from the front closure on
What?
her wig because
What makes you start tonguing your boyfriend down in front of a guest on the show?
at work, you
At
at
your
work.
place of employment, at your job. Are you fucking you are not okay. And I'm
No, the
not gonna
fuck she
ask
is
again.
not.
You're not okay.
No,
You're
she is
doing
not.
bad. You're stupid.
She is not. Listen, I'm telling you, the closure on her wig is causing her brain cells to shrink. It's science. Write that down.
Charmaine is a dingbat, and that shit is so annoying.
It is
Lord is
so.
nothing
Nigga,
but
did you see when she tried to teach the new receptionist how to twerk? Nigga,
and she ain't had nothing to twerk.
she had none to twerk, and she had the rhythm of the 53% of white women that voted for Trump.
Oh, that's okay. Jesus,
Too
Jerry.
far? Too far? Okay. All right. Cool. So so yeah, like nigga, everybody that is
Charmaine do twerk like her back itching.
yeah, she she
Hey,
she 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 twerk like somebody slapped her back.
hey, go. Hey, go ahead, man.
Too okay.
Listen, yeah, I don't. Charmaine is an idiot, which brings me to the next idiot, her cousin Danielle. Okay, let me tell you something. Best friend, mother, father, sister, brother, grandmother, in laws, do not care. Do not hop on a plane and pop up at my goddamn house. Do not
When you just got
ever
fired.
pop up my fucking house when you could have just texted me first and think I'm going to drop everything I have going for you.
Danielle
Don't,
was
hey, listen, don't play yourself.
Danielle was dead as cop blocking.
Danielle was being a hater hoe, not a greater hoe, in your own words. Like
Yeah.
she was
Yes.
she was being fucking obnoxious. You
Yes.
know, Kat got her new little zaddy, and he like tall and chocolate, and he want to kick it, and he nice to Danielle, and he laughing at her corny ass jokes.
Looked like he got
They
all his teeth.
they in the club taking shots of Patron. You know the Patron get you gone, right? You know,
Right.
grooving. Danielle looking lonely as fuck, like it's not other men in the club. Kat
Right.
kissing up on her new little zaddy. They get to kissing. Danielle storm out. Kat Kat come out, find her. She mad at Kat, talking about you should have been there for me. Bitch, I let you in the door, didn't I? I let you
Right.
spend the night, didn't I? You eating the
Right.
goddamn food, ain't you? Girl, good fucking bye.
When you
Listen,
don't have no fucking jaw. Like she was cop blocking so fucking hard. Like nigga, she was like, she was like, Cat. I popped up. I got fired, and I popped up on you without warning. A whole ass a fucking cross country flight popped up unannounced because my dumb ass got fired. And you should listen to me and listen to all my problems. And you should put your boyfriend on pause because you should be worried about me in a fucking club. And stop. And you should drop the dick you probably getting tonight and think about me and my feelings. And you are selfish because you should be paying attention to me. Okay, Daniel.
First of all, I'm trying to understand. Listen, anybody in a relationship, married, not married, living together, shagging up, whatever you want to call it. When have you ever just hopped on the goddamn plane and ran away from your life with your person you living with and tried to stay where you was at like it was okay? Like 2 + 2 not equaling 4 with Danielle. I don't think her and Terrence is together in this season after the miscarriage, and my condolences to Danielle for the miscarriage that she spoke about openly. I know that was hard for her to deal with,
Yeah.
but somebody just dropping their whole life, because even if you got fired, you still have a significant other in a home. You just dropped everything and ran away from home.
Yeah. And I think back to something you said when we uh yeah, the last episode, that you think that I still think you said this and I agree with you. I still think she wants Kat to give her a job. And she either wants Kat to do one or two things. She wants her to get her a job in LA so she can stay, or she wants Kat, and I think she said this in this episode, she wants Kat to move back to Chicago.
Yeah, Van called Kat talking about everything falling apart. She need to come back and save Nine Mag. Nine Mag not Cat shop to save. Nine
Right,
Mag don't need saving. You just need to go open your own fucking shop. Since you feel
right,
like if you feel like you made all these people feel like they made Nine Mag, well go make another one. Let
right,
Rain have that one then.
right. JR the only one that got some goddamn sense.
And the receptionist. And you
And
notice
reception.
every time you see the receptionist, she working.
Right. What a concept, Danielle. She's actually working. Imagine a receptionist that actually is working instead of calling her boss a pussy. What a concept.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh, but yeah, Jr. I mean, yeah, Jr. Like he fought Van and he tried. He tried. He fought the good fight. He tried. Van, I will say this though. I will say this. Van was breathing heavy, was sweating heavy as fuck. Oh goddamn, shuttle bus built ass fucker. Fuck Van.
Van sweated enough gravy to put on a plate of oxtails.
He okay.
Oh, too
All
far.
right. Hell, he built like a plate of oxtail shit.
Yeah, he definitely built like an oxtail.
oh,
He built like a neck bone.
oh god.
Hey, oh, hey, what is it? Was one. Listen, hey, what we need to start a GoFundMe for Don and Ashley to get divorced.
Yeah. Them motherfuckers are more. Listen, Don and fucking Ashley are more volatile than the goddamn Lannisters from Game of Thrones.
I cannot think of two people who needed to be married less than them.
Like it is like how you argue, how every time we are introduced to you as a couple, you always argue. Always. It has never been a goddamn scene. And I caught up on most of the season. Like I said, this is my first season watching Black Crew Chicago for the show, but I caught up on most things. I didn't catch up on everything, but I caught up on most. How you as we introduce you as a couple, every motherfucking scene you fight. They was even fighting at their goddamn
Wedding
wedding.
day. Hey, my nigga, they had a drag out on their wedding day. Like I can't think of two people who need to be married less than Don and Ashley.
Like
Dead
every
ass. We might have to
every
pass the collection plate so they could get divorced because
it's like It's like watching a male and female DMX just yell at each other.
Like, Lord knows that I think a lot of men are trash or whatever, and I do fully understand that Don has wholeheartedly contributed to Ashley's insecurities in their relationship because of all his infidelities and all his lying.
Agreed.
However, you you are basically saying that I want to forgive you and I want to move past this when y'all take a vow of forever. Once you married that man, that was you saying we can work past this, we can move forward. I am going to work on trusting you, and etc. etc. That stunt that she pulled at the anniversary party was childish and
Yeah.
insecure. And her friend checked her about it. And she still sat her bad wig wearing ass on that couch and blamed that whole situation on Don.
Yeah, that was very trash. That
That
was very merciful.
that bothered the complete fuck out of me because everything was going smoothly at that anniversary party, aside from Ryan and built like a van fighting.
That might be the damn show title, Built Like a Van. That might be the show title.
Everything was going smoothly. Everybody was enjoying themselves before Ashley went on her insecurity spree.
Yep.
So for her to sit on there and talk about it's your anger, it's your actions. Your actions led to his anger. Own that, sweetheart. Loosen that wig, loosen the chin strap on that wig, and own that you facilitated that situation.
Yeah, she definitely did. Like it was so fucking unnecessary. Like I said, we all need a friend like Ashley's friend who wasn't for the fuck shit. We
And
all need that
also,
friend.
Ashley and Don, take y'all motherfucking monkey, musty, mustard asses to Target and get some matching picture frames. All the picture frames on y'all wall is made out of a different wood. Y'all is so goddamn musty for that. Go get you some picture frames and they all got the same finish on them. God damn.
Don't make no damn
Talk
sense.
about her taste expensive. How your taste expensive and you can't even get picture frames with the same finish on them to put on your family picture wall? Your musty ass on somewhere.
How you trying to quit your job and y'all don't have matching picture frames? Like how that work?
How you trying to quit your job and your wig's always leaning?
Uh, her leg, her
Her
leg.
leg. Her wigs look like a leg. Her wig look like a prosthetic leg. Look
her,
like the
wig-
shit from A Christmas Story.
her,
That
wig-
lamp.
her wigs be leaning like an anime character when they about to die.
Her wigs is fucking terrible. Her like the scalp on them wigs just fucking do me in every time. Bitch,
Every time.
is the scalp on your wig made out of silicone? What the fuck?
Listen, I'm tell you.
Rubbery ass
Listen,
wig.
I'm gonna tell you something right goddamn now. If they start making silicone wigs, I'm gonna be ready for the rapture.
Listen, if you could take your wig off and treat it like a basketball, the shit just bouncing like a ball, and you could bounce it on your goddamn head. The imagery of that is tearing me a fucking part right now. Hey man, yeah. I think that's we pretty much covered everything, right? With
um,
everything.
yeah, for the most part, that's about it. Like I said, basketball wise, didn't really give us, anything worth mentioning to.
I'm so sick of Jackie Christie. I wish she go throw on her strap on and fuck Doug and get off this goddamn show. Cause Jackie Christie cry every episode because she wanted to fight somebody and don't never fight no goddamn body.
Wait a
Damn.
minute, hold on. Who was it that said they wanted to fuck somebody's daughter? Who was that?
Jackie said Evelyn wanted to fuck her daughter because she obsessed with her.
I I think that might be when I cut the episode off because I'm like, what?
Yeah,
Cause
Jackie
I'm
Christie is
like
really weird, and she got me blocked. Fuck you, bitch.
cause I'm like, we are just off of the season of Jocelyn saying some outlandish shit about about Stevie J
J- yeah,
and
Jackie Christie. Jackie Christie looked like she take her clothes out the dirty clothes basket and put them back on. Like if she can't find nothing she want to wear, she just put on her dirty clothes
like
and call it.
she
She
put
looked
up
like she stank.
she put up like she if she ain't got nothing else on, she'll go in the dirty clothes and put on the dress that got barbecue stains on it.
Yeah, she had licked the shirt
Right.
and try to rub it out.
Okay. Okay.
Fuck you, Jackie Christie.
But yeah, that was trash. I think that's when I cut the episode off because I'm like, we just come off a season was Jocelyn pulled that shit, and I'm like, nope,
Yeah,
nope.
her even though her daughter is her daughter both her daughters are grown, but um
It's not as
kind
bad,
of
but it's still pretty gross.
what's so weird about that situation is both of Jackie Christie's daughters have alluded to Jackie being abusive and manipulative to the daughter in question, the daughter that we rarely see, because Chantel is the attractive daughter, but the other daughter, the one whose child was injured at daycare and was like suffered burns and had to have plastic surgery. Evelyn donated the money. The daughter set up a GoFundMe to help with the medical expenses, and I think Evelyn donated like $3,000 or $4,000. And if I'm not mistaken, Matt Barnes donated the remaining $3,000 or $4,000 to help with the medical expenses. And Jackie got mad at Evelyn and said Evelyn was calling her an unfit mother, and why would she do that, and this, that, and the third. And here's the thing. This is what I'm gonna assume about your GoFundMe. If you set it up to help you pay for medical expenses, I'm going to assume that you need help paying for medical expenses. I'm not going to poke and prod about why your mother is not doing A, B, C, D, E, F, G for you. If you have to go so far as to set up crowdfunding to help get medical expenses for your child, I'm going to assume you need it. And if I can help you, I'm going to fucking help you. End of discussion. That's what Evelyn did. That's what Matt Barnes did. Jackie took it and ran with it. Notice though, she only went off on this rampage with Evelyn. She did not have no smoke for Matt Barnes. She didn't have Doug getting all in Matt Barnes' face and shit.
Mm.
So this how you know Jackie's just an old ass weirdo. But her own daughter has said that she was not a good mother. Um, she definitely treated her and her prettier sister much differently, and she's definitely not grandmother of the year like she has tried to portray to the world, which is why Jackie's daughter has a tell-all book about Jackie.
Mm.
Hello, how you a great mother and your kids is writing tell-all books about your bullshit? Some like two
In
plus
the
two equal hachu right now,
in,
bitch.
in the words of Carla Red, interesting, interesting.
Very interesting. So, yeah, that's about all I had. I think. Oh, and we saw Michael Vick's wife on this episode. She is fucking gorgeous and thick as hell.
Yes, yes, she is.
Michael Vick's wife was on this episode, and she did not at all seem to care about none of this drama. So next week will be interesting. So when we record for next week's episode, we should definitely have some good ratchet ramblings about Basketball Wives.
Yes, yeah,
So let's keep that and let's I'm put that on the calendar. Put that in my notes for next week.
yeah.
So yeah.
Um, but yeah, so I think that wraps up everything. This we just I'm gonna just say this real quick, and then we're gonna get out. Cause Candace wanted to play one of this guy's songs for the intro, but class we only have like one classic only do like one song for like each episode. I mean for each podcast for the intro. But Usher, what the fuck?
Hey,
What the
hey,
fuck,
Usher,
Usher?
listen, your dick is dripping ecto cooler. What the fuck is
Hey,
going
look,
on here?
go into that story about Thierry Marie. Speaking of leaking,
Right. Hey, Usher. Nigga, I know Usher's gonna just start meeting bitches like, how much you charge for herpes?
Or
Like
nigga,
at this point, 10K at this point.
like
Like,
listen, hey, listen. We here at the Ratchet Ramblers podcast is not shaming anybody that may or may not have a sexually transmitted disease or infection. We do not shame. We understand the stigma around sex and diseases and all that good shit. We just shame Usher for being a nasty motherfucker that's spreading this shit and not telling no goddamn body. Like, nigga, what the fuck are you doing?
hey, listen. I wanna somebody on my Facebook said, herpes don't kill you, so we should just not be acting like this such a big deal. Listen, to that I say, bitch, a paper cut won't kill me, but that don't mean I want one.
I
Let
think
me
I saw
tell
you
you
tweet
something. If you are fully aware of your sexual status and that you do have an STD or STI, I have a right to fucking know before I lay down with you.
Yeah,
Especially diseases like all diseases, but mostly like herpes and HIV and things like that. That we all know that with HIV, HIV could be dormant for years before it shows up in the test. Same thing with herpes. The CDC doesn't mandate testing for herpes, and also herpes can be hard to diagnose if there's no flare or no outbreak. So I can't assume you have anything, and condoms do not prevent the transmission of herpes. Let's get that out the way, because like a lot of people, why would you sleep with somebody unprotected and they have herpes and blah blah blah? You can have herpes, you can have a cut inside your mouth that nobody can see, and you can transmit herpes through skin to skin contact.
right.
So, condom or no condom, if you are carrying an STD and you are aware of it, I have a fucking right to know. And if you don't tell me, I do have a right to sue you, and I damn sure have a right to pursue legal charges to be brought up fucking against you. Because to me, that is you taking away somebody's decision to pick and choose whether they want to take that risk with you. Hell, you could probably Usher is filthy rich, literally and figuratively. Niggas filthy and but he could probably tell some of these women and they would probably still engage with sex with him. They more than likely though would ask him to wear protection, and they probably would refuse to have oral sex, but maybe not, because we know what money does to people. So like, you lying and now it's costing you millions.
Exactly.
Whereas consent is free.
Exactly. Uh, but yeah, Usher's a nasty motherfucker, and I can't lie. Some of his songs I can't even listen to them
Hey,
anymore
let it burn.
without.
Hey, bump. Hey, oh my God, was about a herpes flare up. Hey, listen.
Man, look, you know who I blame though? Like dead ass, who I blame for all this shit? I
Who?
blame Jermaine Dupri because
Oh,
listen. Hear me out. I would listen. Jermaine Dupri is fucking trifling and ugly, and I will never, even though it's still my 1A, 1B, whichever day I feel like flip flopping between 8701 and Confessions. Confessions is a fucking classic, but I will never forgive Usher for giving us a classic based off the goddamn love life of a fucking charred Oompa Loompa in Jermaine Dupri. I will never forgive him for that shit. And I blame Jermaine Dupri because a nigga that ugly and trifling is bound to have some scumbag ass tendencies that will rub off on whoever he around. And at that time, it was Usher, and it rubbed off on him, and that's why Usher out here being trifling as fuck. I blame Jermaine Dupri.
also Jermaine Dupri, his teeth fucked up, so you
Yeah,
can't trust him. That nigga won't go to the dentist.
right. Um, But yeah, so I think that is a good way to close out the show. we almost at the time of break, time of limit. So yeah, this has been the second episode of Ratchet Ramblings podcast. Be sure to follow the Twitter page at Ratchet Rambling. Be sure to go to the website cspn.us and click the podcast tab and go to Ratchet Ramblings and catch up on the first episode and listen to this episode when it comes out. Like I said, share us, rate us, give us 5 stars on iTunes. Me and Candace will read them on the air. And we love and thank everybody that's supporting us on this. This is being fun. And next week we will have a guest. We don't know who it's gonna be yet, but it'll probably be somebody familiar that y'all know, but it'll be their first time on this podcast. And yeah, so Candace, any church announcements, anything you want to say before we go?
Hey, thanks for listening. Thanks for giving us a chance to bring some funny to you, lighten up your day, get you out of the downfalls and the pitfalls of adulting every day. Follow me on Twitter at Intense Desire. And yeah, that's all I got until next week. Peace.
Yep, and follow me. Y'all know where to find me. At Black Dante. Also check out and listen to Crown and Collars. And interact with both shows. And we out here and be a greater hoe, not a hater hoe, and govern your wits accordingly. And play me out, classic.